What is going on, people? Welcome to your 60-second Java tutorial. And in this tutorial we're going to be getting back to what everyone loves most, and that is GUIs. So as you can see, I already created a new class called GUI, and I already went ahead and imported everything, and you should all know what this stuff means from my last tutorials. I just didn't feel like having to type it all again. You guys didn't want to watch me type it anyway, so I went ahead and imported everything we need to import. We'll figure out what these do later, so if you watch my other tutorials you already know what to do. But anyways, go ahead and make a new class called GUI and have it extends JFrame, and I'll leave that up if you guys want to copy, I guess. And what extends mean is it pretty much inherits everything from JFrame, and we're going to be making buttons in this tutorial, and JFrame has some built-in stuff for us to create buttons. And the first thing we're going to need to do is create two variables. So go ahead and put private JButton, and we'll create two buttons. The first one will be a regular one, and then we'll go ahead and create another one, JButton, and we'll just make this one a custom one. One of them is just going to be a regular button, and the other one, if we spell private right, it's going to be a button with our own images on it, and I'll show you where to put the images and how to do all that good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize this, so hopefully you guys got that copied down, because just because it's annoying me. So the first thing we're going to need to do is build a constructor. So go ahead and put public, and just go ahead and put GUI, or whatever you named your class right here. And we need to build a constructor because whenever we create an object from this class, we want this window to automatically pop up. We don't want to have to call a method for it to pop up. So go ahead and add no parameters. And in your constructor body, this is where we're going to be doing the meat of the programming. The first thing we're going to want to do is add a title. Now this super right here, this super keyword is how you call methods from the super class. So since we're extending JFrame, it is the JFrame constructor. So go ahead, and the constructor for the JFrame is pretty much the title. So go ahead and write the title. So you guys didn't need to know that. All you guys need to know is, in order to add a title to your window, just put super the title. I just want to tell you guys, if you don't know what the super does, it allows you access to your super class. So a little bit of information for everyone. So now that we have a title on our window, we can go ahead and make the layout for the buttons. We can do the set layout, and you guys should know this still from the last tutorials when we were working on GUIs. And we'll just go ahead and put new flow layout, just like that. And now this just gives us a default layout, so we don't have to code it ourselves. And now let's go ahead and add our first button to our screen. So we'll take that variable we made. I named mine reg. You can name yours whatever. Equals new JButton, and this JButton method is a method to add a button, and it takes one parameter for here, and it's pretty much the text that's going to be on the button. I'm just going to name it reg button. So now if we go ahead and add this to the screen, we now have a blank screen that has a title of the title on the title bar, and we have a button that says reg button on it. Well, that's pretty good, pretty neat, but we can do better. Let's go ahead and make a button using our own custom picture in it, and when you roll over it, you get another picture. So the first thing I want to show you guys is that I have two pictures already right here. And how did I get these pictures here so I can use? First of all, I want to tell you guys, when you create your buttons, make them like 40 by 40, and make sure you save them as ping. I tried to save them as GIF or JPEG, and ping is the only one that gave me so it could work all the time. Java supports GIF and JPEG and all the regular image files, but for some reason only ping was working on my computer. Maybe it's a Vista thing, maybe it's not. But once you create these images, here's where you put them. Go ahead to my computer, and you need to find the files you're working on, these class files. Mine, the default workspace, are in C, users, Greg, and then it is in a workspace. And go ahead and go to, let's see, mine is in Bucky, source, and then this is where all your class files are, like apples, that GUI one we just created. Put them in the same directory as that, so then you don't have to write a bunch of image paths. You can just write the file name and you're good to go. So your workspace might be a little different, and if you don't know where your workspace is, as soon as you open Eclipse, it tells you where your workspace is. So just copy that, find it, and that is where you want to put your ping files right there. So now that you got your ping files in your same directory as your class, we can go ahead and well, make some fancy buttons. So let's go ahead, and how you do that is in your icon class, and you have to name it icon. Go ahead and give it an object name such as B, and what we need to do is put new image icon, and this is built in so you can't change any of this. Let's go ahead and put get class, which is this class, and then put get resource, and this resource is going to be the file, and the resource is going to be, well, I named mine b.ping. And what this does is pretty much take that image and save it in an object named B. So now we actually have two images, or at least I do. I have one named B and one named X. So let's go ahead and create a new one by pasting that in. Icon X is equal to new image x.ping. And if you're wondering, alright, what's this b.ping and x.ping? They're actually just two images I made in Photoshop earlier, so you guys won't have them on your computer, but I just needed a little something to test on, so that's what I did. So now that I have an image named B and an image named X, I can go ahead and change those in the buttons. So what I'm gonna do is take that custom button, remember I named it custom out here, and do custom, and for the value I'm gonna set it equal to new JButton, and for my parameters it first takes the name what's on the button, and I'm going to name it custom. And for the second parameter, this is an optional parameter. You can have the image you want to appear on the button as well. So I'm going to have B, and this is pretty much just a little graphic. It's a 40 by 40 graphic, and it's like well, I guess you guys are going to see. And another cool thing that we can do with it, if you said, alright, on the button we just created, there's an image. Okay, I got that. But what are you going to do with this X image right here? Well, that X image is going to be the rollover for it. So whenever we want to create a rollover, what we do is type the name of that button right there, and you need to put set rollover icon right there. Actually, set rollover. I selected the wrong one. Embarrassing. And the argument for this is, of course, the image you want to roll over. And now let's just add the custom button to the screen. So now we got two buttons on the screen right here. We have a regular button and we have a custom button. So in the next tutorial we're going to be creating a class so when we click the button it's going to handle the event, and we're also going to be you know, that's it. We're going to be seeing these buttons in action. So, and I'll also go over everything I did in case I kind of confused you by going too fast. But for now, my tutorial is getting too long, so thank you guys for watching. Make sure you check out the next tutorial where we see these buttons in action. So again, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time.